it's live. The camera says live, but Facebook over there is being coy. It's saying live video starting. So, but I'm going to assume it's live, and I'm just going to put this up here for a second, see if you can see it. All right then, because I'm going to talk about this. I've had ideas. Right now, because I still have a minute, I'm going to go over to the other screen and refresh so that I will be able to see who's joining me. We had a glitch this week, and I don't know whether it was a solar storm or it was an Abby storm. It was probably an Abby storm. I couldn't see some things that I've been able to see, and one of the things I couldn't see was how many people were viewing, and so I asked you to comment or like when you were watching, because that would allow me to check out how many people are following. And it seems to be working. I'm now getting images on both sides. I'm getting the likes and the loves and the laughs and the whatevers. It's perfect. And I'm also getting your comments. And the comments are everything. The comments are huge. So, good morning, everyone. I'm channeling Mom for a second here. Is everybody happy? Does everybody have their coffee? Oh, good morning, Charles. Hi, Charles. Hi, Kat. I was watching, and I thought, yeah. And then he tells them who he is, and I, I said to myself, well, there's the ultimate arrogance that I assume that everybody's here with me in the morning and that they all know who I am and what this is about, because why would that be the case? That doesn't make any sense at all. So, hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Abby Haggard. This is my little office. I have a sign that says we're on air because we're on air, and this is my introduction to all the cool stuff that I'm organizing and getting ready to do in a different way, in a different format than entertainment has been done before. Obviously, I'm not inventing YouTube or video, but I'm putting things together in a way that I think can be really exciting for us, for all of us in the future. And so I thought, because simple small steps first are good, great, safe, I said to myself, well, I'll go on Facebook. I'll try a video on Facebook. I've never actually been the person to organize the camera. So I know that that's going to be interesting. And then I said, well, you know what I can do? I can actually drive the whole thing from here. I can drive the whole thing from my house. I can make this all work until it gets large, until the gods shine down upon us and make big stuff possible, lots of stuff possible. So that's what I'm doing, and it seems to be working. I now have more than 70 subscribers on the YouTube channel, and I seem to be having about 150 views every time I do a video here. So far, though, oh, good morning, Steve. So far, the only thing that's happening right now is that I'm coming up with stuff, and I'm talking to you, and I'm telling you funny stories to illustrate what I mean. And I'm not really giving you a chance to participate in a way that I think is important, that I think matters. So I had an idea, and so if I do it here. Normally I put it on top of my head, but then you wouldn't be able to see it. So, are you ready? This is too goofy. You ready? Okay. always had an idea. Because anybody can have an easy button. From now on, you're going to know that when I got that idea button, the wind has shifted and the tide is turning. So, here's the thing. I won't turn it on, it's a little too bright. Oh, maybe just once more. Maybe just once more. Okay. Stop it. Here's the thing. I think we need to do something different. Not right away, but soon. And I have the perfect reason to do it, because I actually do this every year on my birthday. Oh, have I mentioned that my birthday's coming? In April? All of April? Okay, so here's the thing. For my birthday every year, I usually find a way to give people something, to give them presents, to give them an opportunity to feel like they're part of the party. Because it shouldn't be a party with just one person saying, oh, for me? You shouldn't have. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make Pivotry in Motion a conversation. We're going to do Q&A conversations. I hope. I mean, it's going to require you being part of the Q, and I'll be the A, and we'll question and answer, and comment, and weigh in. I don't think the smart thing is to do it here on my Facebook page. I think I should probably start a group page so that we can just, that's all it's going to be, and you won't have to look for where it is, for heaven's sake. And I'm not sure yet whether I'll just replace Tuesday or Thursday with, or both. I know I don't want to replace both. I want us to keep doing this. This is so much fun. But I may just add on, and we may do a Q&A session on the Pivotry in Motion group page. What do you think? I'd really like you to, Charles, that's a bright idea. I know, right? So silly. But I'm thinking it's really important that you guys get into the habit of having your voices heard. When I can figure out the technology so that I can see you when we're doing it, that's even better. But until then, if I say, so today I want to talk about this, and or tomorrow I want to talk about this, so send me your questions, or send me your comments, or send me your this happened, what do you think? So that we have a conversation going on, and you can also then discuss with each other. So there's an opportunity for everything I'm thinking about Pivotry in Motion becomes fluid. It becomes like this awesome pen that I had made. I found a place that makes these things. It's beautiful, nice, big, thick black pen, and I was able to print. You see it? I'm going cross-eyed trying to look at it. Behind. So, Pivotry in Motion, the pen, black ink, very cool. Just every time I pick it up, I realize that I'm shifting, and I'm moving forward. And whatever I'm writing, I want whatever I'm writing to take me forward and give me a place to write things down, to give me an idea that I can read back to myself and think about and make notes on. So I have those done. You'll have to let me know if you want one, and I'll see what I can do, because they're gorgeous, aren't they? It's really, and it's a nice. It's not a girly girl pen. It's a nice, got a good weight to it. Anyway, the reason I've been writing by hand is because of all the phone calls that I've been doing, all the conversation chats. Oh, you like that, Charles? It's a good idea. Zoom meetings, yeah, are popular. popular, and there should be, yeah, we should do a group on Facebook. Thank you. Um, I want to keep massaging that idea, and keep moving it forward to get it to a place where we're talking about this in a different way. Not just me saying, and then what happened to me was this. It should be, and then what happened to Charles, or then what happened to Steve, or then what happened to Edward, or because I think this is very cool. Someone else's comment can trigger an idea or a memory that we kind of tucked away. And we want to keep everything supportive. It's not a rant fest. It's working through whatever to get to the other side. Because that's what Vikings were all about, getting to the other side. The horizon was just where we touched down. We wanted to see what was behind it. We wanted to see what was around the other side of the horizon. Because maybe there was something else we needed to go and see, right? So today, I have these two things that I wanted to share with you, including the idea button. And one of the things was the triggering I've noticed, that I'm now starting to pay attention when, even before I get into a room, someone or something there is causing me to feel a little tense, or, I don't know, odd, maybe tight in the stomach, or not breathing well. Yeah, I don't mean I'm gasping, but it's not normal. And then there are other times when I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And what I posted yesterday was the still shot of Justin and Marjorie and I on the front porch of the Prevert's house when I'm dressed as Lady Liberty. And it's right after I've fallen through the doorway sideways, broken the lamp, ruined the sketch, and created a blooper, essentially, because there was no fix. There was only the one lamp, and if you've ever watched the episode, you can hear our brilliant props guy saying, "Gee, that's a shame," because thanks, Abby. So what happened in that moment that is so important, this is the pivot that I wanted to put on my page so that you could go back and look at it, was this. We leaned in to the positive energy. We relaxed, even though it was a disaster, but a disaster of fairly small proportions. And by the way, it made a great blooper. Those kids took their cue from me. They liked me as a person. They enjoyed working with me as a fellow actor. And because I had decades of experience over them, they leaned in and took kind of their unspoken directions from me, from my attitude, from the way I was behaving. That was their permission to understand what was okay. It gave them permission to just be them in the moment. Now, their brilliant coach, their brilliant acting coach, my very good friend Carol Hay, taught them that you always have to bring you to the table, bring you to the moment, how you show that you're upset, how you react to a situation, and you start from there. You don't fake it. You make it as real as you can, so that, because by the way, it's not real. It's a production studio, and there's a grid up ahead with lights on us and a whole bunch of people hanging on cameras and things filming. So it's not real. The script is meant to be as real as possible, and our opportunity to be together and be as real as we can is why I think our show was such an awesome hit. I really do. Because real is rare. And even when Abby broke character Abby mom broke character when she came through the door. So that's bad acting. That's bad discipline. That's bad acting. However, Abby tried to recover a couple of times. Didn't work because it was just too stupid and too awful and too clumsy of me. And I couldn't get past it. We've all had those moments when inappropriate sometimes, when the giggles take over. The point to that picture and the point to what I'm saying is that we can lean in to our strengths. We can lean in to our safe spaces. We can lean in to the people who love us, who are there for us, who have our backs. And that gives us the energy and the strength when it's time to lean back, when it's time to step aside, when it's time to say, oh, alligator, and exit, stage left or right. We need the lean-in moments. They matter. The lean out is a lot more work. And if we can get into the understanding that we lean in, we lean out, and in between, there's a pause. There's a neutral. It's where we can get our bearings, catch our breath. It's very important. There's always those three places. And one of the magical things that's happening with Pivotry in Motion and these videos is that the conversations that I'm having, the comments I'm receiving, the messages I'm getting, are very, very supportive of this whole idea, because people don't generally think about this kind of stuff. They don't take the time to ask themselves, I keep doing this and it sucks. Why do I keep doing it if it sucks? The answer is we keep doing the things we've kept doing because we've always done them. It's autopilot. Autopilot is only healthy when it's supporting us. It's not healthy when we just go there instead of thinking and taking action and owning it. Because then we're on a half-life. We're on a ho-hum. You know, when that's what causes when you say, how's it going? And somebody says, oh, you know, same old, same old. They're not doing anything new. And new is important. Even the little tiny new moments are important. And this odd thing happened the other day. Yesterday, actually. I was busy doing something, struggling with tech. Something had glitched, and I was having a tough time figuring it out. And the night before, I had been doing some research, so I missed a lot of stuff that was on television. And I missed most of the morning because I was working. When I did get on Facebook, I saw this whole hurrah going on about some event that took place during the televised Oscar event. And so I had a look at it. And I saw what happened. I have a pretty good idea why it happened. I have a pretty good idea how stupid the whole thing was in retrospect for everybody involved. Because it wasn't just two guys and a girl. It was complicated. And, you know, behind it all, what nobody's paying attention to was that there are teams of writers, and there are teams of lawyers, and there are readers who vet everything that is scripted for an event like that, because nobody likes lawsuits. They're expensive. So whatever it was that happened wasn't a one-off by accident. It was scripted. The presenter was reading off a teleprompter. So that meant that everybody working on the show already knew what was going to happen from the stage side of things. It also meant that they were all waiting to see what it would trigger. And then it triggered. And all the public waited on whether it was good or bad or ugly or justified or not justified or a sign of our changing times or, okay. But what happened was a whole bunch of people wanted to see if the button worked. And they couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to see if the button worked. Oh, that's charming, isn't it? It's an evening where people are celebrating and hoping to win. And by the way, it's not just a one. If you're in show business, a best actor or actress category, the best director, best film, that's huge. That changes everything. That takes your popularity into the stratosphere. And everything is different the next day. It is a big deal. Yeah, and that was the night that group of people decided to see what would happen when they pushed a button. I personally, if I'd had a choice, I'd have gone backstage and smacked them. Yeah, because charming, really charming. So, in a funny way, this is connected to pivotry in motion. It's also, of course, connected to fame. It's also, of course, connected to all the things we have the opportunity to lean into and lean away from. And fame creates jealousy, no matter how small your fame is. No matter how small. Employee of the month at the coffee shop. There will be people who are jealous because they thought they should have won, and they didn't. There will be people who think, must be nice. There will be people who think, I'm going to take that so-and-so down a peg. Then we'll see how she likes their moment in the sun. Because people are leaning into something toxic. Okay, here's the deal. It's normal. It's normal to feel disappointment. It's normal to feel rejected. It's normal to wish that you were the one chosen. It's normal. It's a more sophisticated way of our cave brain saying, do we matter to the alpha? Are we safe? It's normal. However, it's also normal to thank the cave brain for keeping us safe and allow our stage manager brain to step in and say, okay, we can also be kind. We can also be generous. We can also choose to lean away because this fight is pointless. That's just a game. We got better things to do. We can fight something real another day. Strategic brain, stage manager brain, is the one who makes those decisions. And we all have a stage manager brain. We just don't have the power to override the cave brain until the cave brain gives us permission. So, what I wanted to say today with my new idea is that we need to have those conversations about trigger moments, about pivot choices, about the magic that we can do. I posted a picture the other day. I think it's really important. It was a picture of a chameleon in full-on ta-da. And I thought, well, there it is. That animal allows us to see pivotry in motion. When that animal is triggered, we can see the changes taking place on its skin. Yeah. It's like a mood ring. We can watch it. So we are the advanced version of that. Our pivotry happens in stealth mode. You can't see us pivot until you watch the way we behave, until you notice our change in attitude. You notice our shoulders stiff and then relaxed. You can see us tense and you can see us smile. And you can hear it in our voices. We have pivoted away from toxic. We've pivoted in, leaned in to joy and excitement and creativity and collaboration. We have that kind of magic. We always have. And for the new people joining us today, Pivotry in Motion is a project that I'm creating as a way to invite people to walk with me and talk with me and create with me all the new kinds of entertainment that are possible on a more exciting, flexible, global platform, so that we can always connect, always create, always collaborate, and share ideas, no matter what's going on outside. The template is Story Me TV. That's my production company. Story Me is a request. It's like, hit me when I want a blackjack dealer to give me more cards. Story Me means tell me a story. Pivotry in Motion is what that story looks like. Pivotry in Motion is our story as it's unfolding. And when I came up with this idea of Pivotry in Motion, I realized I had to write a book about it. And then I realized that if I interviewed a bunch of the people who are here with me every week, twice a week, I can include them in the books. I can get on the phone with them. I can get on a call with them. I can get on a video with them and ask them about their pivot moments. Ask them about their triggers and their decisions and their moments when they leaned back and leaned in and went away and thought about it and leaned again and made the smart decisions that benefit them in the end. And these books are going to be incredible. It's a collection now. It's going to be a business case strategy for Pivotry. It's going to be a life lesson strategy, a relationships lesson strategy, a learning lesson strategy, and an in it to win it till the end strategy. All those books featuring all of you, the people I've interviewed and the people I will interview. And of course, when we start doing our videos together, where we have a Q&A, you know that that content is going to end up in the books, right? Of course it is. I'd be crazy not to. So, it's 2 days till birthday month. I go a little crazy about birthday month for a couple of reasons. One is, why not? Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? It's my birthday. I almost died when I was a teenager. This is my second chance. Every day is a bonus. And every year, I come looping around, and I use this month to give thanks and hint heavily at presents. And remind people that age is how we win. The longer we're here, the better it gets. That's the big takeaway, right? That's the pivotry mindset. So, I'm not going long today, and yet I had so much to share. Crazy. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so for Thursday, between now and Thursday, I'm going to investigate how I can do a group page and how I can do these videos so that I have something more to share. In the meantime, I would really love it if you would tell your friends about this idea. Tell your friends, ask your friends what they think, and invite them to come to my page and comment. It doesn't matter that the video's over. I'll keep posting about it. I want to hear what people think. I think it can be awesome. I'll do it alone for a little bit. It's going to be so much better when all of you are in on it, though, right? Okay, so we've had a bright idea. I'm putting it in words. I'm taking action. I'm channeling all of my alter egos to make this happen. I'm not asking you to do all that heavy lifting. I'm just asking you to think about how much fun it can be if we do that. Okay? Alrighty then. 2 days from now, I'll be back. 2 days? 2 days? Yes, 2 days. So 2 days from now, I'll be back with more on this fabulous story. In the meantime, you need to be good to you. There's a whole bunch of goofy, time-wasting, grumbly people out there, and really, they're boring. You can give them a pass and keep on going. In other words, be good to you. If you're feeling kind of ick, be gooder to you. Do nice stuff. You're worth it. And remember to hug your loved ones. They're worth it too. See you next time.